Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of the Diary of a Trainee Psychological Wellbeing Practitioner. Diary of a Trainee PWP. And this is episode number 7. We're going to talk about week 7. This is an interesting week because this is the week where Ramadan began on Thursday. We began the week on that Monday, week 7, with continuing the lecture about behavioral activation for depression. I remember my article, I gave a bit of an explanation, and I mentioned over here that it focus on people. It is what it's called, behavioral activation, activating behavior. When you activate, the more active you are, the better you feel about yourself, and that's why it's a technique and an intervention specifically for low mood, depression, and everything around that particular problem and condition. So it focuses on people getting back on track by guiding them to activate behavior. When people experience symptoms of low mood, depression, they have literally, there's no interest in doing anything, loss of pleasure, what we call anhedonia. People become anhedonic. They have symptoms, they have the feeling of anhedonia, of I'm no longer interested in doing the things that please me anymore. I've just lost interest. I've lost interest in walking. I've lost interest in taking my dog for a walk. I've lost interest in exercising, going to the gym. I've lost interest in reading. I've lost interest in writing. I've lost interest in painting. I've lost interest maybe in gaming, or I don't know, whatever it is. I've lost interest in anything that I used to enjoy doing. I've lost interest. I just don't feel like doing it anymore. These are feelings of anhedonia. See, with depression, it's on one side, the persistent feeling of sadness, hopelessness, helplessness, low mood, feeling worthless. And on the other side, it's losing pleasure in the things that you enjoy and you love to do. So anhedonia. These are the two main things that kind of like surround, or these are the things that you can explain that the feelings a person has when you can say that person is going through a depressive phase, for instance. So when people see the experiences and they have no interest, and their feelings of inactivity creep up and surround their whole day, and they just prefer isolating themselves in their room, not even getting out of bed. I remember a condition of a young girl just graduated from she was in the US. She came back to her home country. She graduated. She even did her master's. And she used to say that for 3 days, it would take her 3 days to get out of bed, to get out of her bed, to get out of her room. It was like within duration of 3 days, and it's amazing. It is real. I was actually having a discussion with my colleagues about this. It was yesterday or the day before. Like, it is real. It is actually real. It really is real. These feelings are real. And people really do go through them. And it takes a lot of effort. You could tell a person, for example, like, just get up, stop being lazy. But what we don't understand is that, and what we need to understand, these things are real. These emotions, these feelings are actually real. And people need help. They need the support as much as possible. So it really does take time. And with behavioral activation, it's learning how to gradually work on overcoming these feelings by activating behavior. So this is what they taught us, which is called outside in. So the outside helping us inside. What is the outside? The behavior. The behavior. Activating that behavior slowly and gradually activating behavior, getting ourselves active in order for us to start to feel better. Ask yourself the question, when you're active, do you not feel better? Do you not feel better about yourself? Do you not feel like that there's a bit, do you not feel like your self-worth is starting to increase? Do you not feel like your mood is starting to increase? Do you not feel better about yourself and your situation? Do you not feel a sense of achievement? A sense of some element of success? That's when you are becoming active. And it is significant. But it does take time. It takes gradual steps. And so that was pretty much, that was literally pretty much of Monday. So yeah, the more active we are, the better we feel. This takes time. but it has shown to be significantly impactful. On Tuesday, we had our official induction at the NHS for SLAM, South London and Moseley, NHS. That was nice. It was actually most of it online. Then on Wednesday, getting a lot of admin work done and, booking clients slowly for treatment and getting that slowly sorted, working on that. Then Ramadan began on Thursday. And it was exciting. Exciting it was. So during the lunch break, I'm not having lunch, I'm fasting. I just said, you know what? I'm going to have a walk. Fortunately, on Thursdays when we're at the Deptford Clinic, or the Lynn Clinic at Deptford, which is not too far from Canada Water and Surrey Quays, literally I can walk and I can actually see the water. So I can see the quays and I can literally see Canary Wharf on the other side, or the Isle of Dog. Literally, Canary Wharf, you can see all those buildings, but it's a nice sort of area. It's a nice walking area. You've got the water. So I thought, let me have a walk, a really nice walk. Think, reflect, and enjoy it. So I just love seeing water, nature and water. It really, really does help. So we ended our week with lectures on anxiety and panic, which was on Friday, or panic and phobias. So this is where we started to learn about graded exposure therapy. And how do we, so this is specifically, these interventions and treatments are done specifically for the conditions. So for depression, there's something specific for it. So it's not, there's one size fits all. Every intervention was developed specifically for certain problems and conditions. So when it comes to anxiety, when it comes to panic and phobias, graded exposure therapy, that's what we learned about. So this is one of the longest days, by the way. We did get a 15-minute break in between and a 1-hour lunch break, but it's just like, it was crazy. It was crazy. I think, by 3:30 p.m., we were just, that was it. Everybody was shut down. Still, lectures were going on, but they could tell. And they could tell every Friday, like, these guys, 3:30 comes, these guys shut down, literally. And specifically that Friday, we were all, like, just dozing off. It was like even when we'd get, like, one of these class, like group activities, like we just end up talking, and they keep telling us, you guys need to work on it, but they understand, like, we're tired, it's like long, because it's not like most times in uni, you have like at least a 2-hour break during lunchtime or something like that. You've got that 2-hour break, but for us, it's like literally 10 a.m. all the way up to 5 a.m. And sometimes we're fortunate if we've got 4:30. We're fortunate if we can finish at 4:30 or even at 4:15 sometimes, but usually it's 10 to 5, and it's just crazy. Yeah, you've got your morning, like from like 10 o'clock all the way to between the time we start to lunch break, there is a 15-minute break, and even after that, there's after lunch break till the end, there is another 15-minute break. But it's just long. It's just long. When you're going through that long day, it's crazy. But yeah, I mean, fortunately, Friday was a really nice day because I found out from the Islamic Society, some of my friends over there, that they are organizing iftar. They were organizing iftar, which was amazing. They were organizing the prayers, so Maghrib and Isha, and they also even did the Tarawih, the night prayer. So they were organizing iftar and the prayers, and literally that was an amazing experience to break fast with them, and it was just an amazing time. That Friday was good, and literally managed that particular Sunday to finish my first written assignment. So we call it the RA1, and submitted that on Sunday, and that was pretty much of that's week 7. Sorry, I've completely forgot about the different weeks, but that was week 7, and stay tuned to the next week, week 8.